Oh, you're a little smashed. Well, that's a whole bunch of gold. Look at that. Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what I like to do is create videos that I would have found helpful when I first got out looking for treasure. Now today, what we're doing is continuing on in a series of videos. A good friend of mine's dad passed, sadly, but his dad was definitely a treasure hunter, and he left us I've got a large bag here full of stuff. If you haven't seen the previous video, I'll link it right here. Little pip there. We got a little bit interrupted. My 3-year-old is definitely interested in what we are doing. But I've left everything where it was so that we can just sort of continue. And he seems to be distracted by his sister, so we'll hope that holds. He may be a helper, he may not be. But without further ado, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through this stuff. Understand that it's a mixture of just treasures that his father and grandpa have come up with over the years, and also they metal detected, apparently. And I think that's probably what this box is that we were trying to go through. Where we left off last time was with this ring, which is definitely, as advertised. I think it is a 14 karat gold ring. Let's see if we can get a good view of those initials, or whatever that says. Right here. J something to, like JM to AM something, December 11th 89, and then the maker's HB and Co, and we have a nice 14 there, which I think indicates that it is 14 karat. So that was a gift back in 1889 by the looks of it. I don't think 1789. I think that would be pushing it, but you know what? We'll have to look up HB and Co and see what kind of a maker they were. Gold is very enduring, so who knows? We'll have to do a little digging on that one. Okay, so one of the things too is we'll do some weighing from the previous video, and maybe we'll talk to my buddy about cleaning this one up. And in one of the videos here, we'll give this a scrub so that we can actually see just how 10 karat-y it is. But with that, what we're going to do here is we're going to just sort of have a look through all of these rings. I think we're looking at quite a bit of like just things that were maybe metal detected up. Just some costume rings. You can definitely see where all the plating's coming off on these. You know, the verdigris doesn't necessarily mean anything, because if you watch the previous video, you can see we got a bunch of green stuff on this ring because it's been floating around with his other stuff. But in this case, I think our plate might be coming off. I don't know. Let's have a look on the inside here. Yeah, I think this one's just a plated job. Certainly in a pile of stuff like this, it's worth a double check. But what does it say? Oh, it's sterling. Okay. Yeah. So all of this schmutz actually was from these other rings. And I think that's an incredibly valuable lesson. You know, we're looking at 10 karat gold, and boy, you can feel this is 10 karat gold and sterling, but they've been stored in such a way that the other pieces rubbed off on them. So just because you see the verdigris doesn't mean that you are looking at something that's fake. You know, here we have a good example of a piece that's also been floating around in there, but you can see where all of the plate's wearing off. You can see all the brass underneath. All right, what else do we have in this little box? Boy, this looks like it's probably silver. I think that probably is. Little Native American piece. I can't quite make out the mark there. Looks like maybe the maker's mark. Sterling, yep. All right, we'll put that in our little sterling pile over here. I think this is probably sterling. We touched on this briefly before a certain little somebody kind of sabotaged our first video there. in the cutest possible way. I'm thinking that might be the mark right there. Can't make it out. It needs a scrub. I'm thinking that might be an agate. But yeah, this thing's definitely been around. But again, you know, we're looking at a lot of stuff on these that I think got on here from the other pieces in this little bucket. All right, let's check out Sagittarius here. That looks less than ideal. Because this looks like it actually has stuff that's getting through some plate. Yeah. I think you can maybe start to see the difference a little bit in terms of this one is actually degrading. And I suspect, in fact, that this one, if my munchkin hasn't run off with it, oh, there it is, might be steel. Yeah. So you can see here, that one's plate. Whereas this has verdigris on it, but it is not in any way, shape, or form plate. Okay, let's check this necklace. Yep, no good. Yeah, that has been at the bottom of a something for quite a while. That is completely gone. Wow. Looks like it was a class ring of some type at one point. All right, we're gonna make sure some of the stuff is separated out so that like the precious stuff is not further degraded. Oh, there's a nice, it's a little crack, but it's a little sterling ring, native. Yep, sterling right there. Put that in the sterling pile. This is something maybe. Yep, sterling. This is such a great example of how, see all that crud? Of how poorly stored objects can start to take on, you know, whatever corrosion you're getting from the other pieces, because this is steel, as you can see there. Well, that had stones in it at one point. Yep, steel. You can see where the plating is coming off. Yep, it's flaking. Oh, no, wait a minute. This says... I think that 10 is the size of this. Yeah, see, there's the plate coming off right there. So, yeah. And that's all the plate coming off. Okay. This looks good. In fact, this looks so good, it might not even be sterling. All right, there you go, 10 kp. So this is white gold. This is 10 karat white gold. And I believe the P is probably plum, which, and I was corrected on this because I was taught it originally wrong, but the plum should mean that it's plum, it's true, that it's exactly on 10 karat. You might think that is plate, but that's not what it actually indicates in this case. This is actually a 10 karat ring. This looks like gold. And in fact, let's compare. So we have, from the same source, plate, solid, solid, plate. And then, oh yeah, it even tells us. Look at that. What does it say? It says HG something, 14 karat. That's a cute little ring. That looks old too. Okay. That is, at first glance, that's not good, right? Because it's got rust on it. At second glance, I think that rust is from something else. And if I just hit it with my finger a touch, I think we might be looking at another gold ring. See how it's just cleaning up just with my finger? And the rust is coming off. Let's have a look on the inside. $14K RRCO, FRCO. We can test that, but that's probably going to end up being a diamond. I don't think that would be anything other than a diamond. What an interesting pile of stuff. This sure looks like it was dug out. It's sterling. You can see it's marked sterling. I bet you this was detectored up. Okay. That is probably not good because you can see how it's not attached. Now, that isn't a 100% proof positive. I have found sterling rings that are like this, that aren't attached. This one, however, is not. You can tell because the plate's coming off. Spoon ring. Nice thing about spoon rings is they usually can be identified if you know spoons. Reflection. Yeah, that thing's going to be plate, I think. You can always look up. So that's the pattern. Yeah. International Silver, Rogers Brothers. So that's just silver plate. This last one looks like it's probably silver too. Yep. Sterling. Right down in there. Can we get it on the camera? Yep. Sterling, and there's a maker's mark of some type. I can't quite make it out. And then let's just have a quick look at the rest of these cents. We have a corroded wheat penny. We have a corroded wheat penny. 1975. Another wheat penny. Can we read this one? 1916. Okay. All right. So I think what we'll do is we'll put all of our corroded stuff back in here. And we're going to start container for coins. Actually, I think we'll put the coins back in a container from a previous video. That's where they can live. And I think I'm going to pause for a moment and... oh, we missed this pewter. Pause for a moment, and I'm going to find a couple containers to put our better stuff in. And my son's penny can go over there. Just like that, we have homes for our gold and silver as we continue through, and a home for our less gooder stuff. Okay. Oh, shall we reach into the bag? What else is in the magic bag? The magic dime bag. Wow, there's some stuff in here. Let's just pull out some of this plastic. Wow. Sorry about that little jump there. Somebody came in and attacked me, and we needed to have a little pause. All right, let's see what kind of treasures. A reflection hologram is made. Oh my. Look at that. Oh, it's a rose. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's neat. Looks like it's on a fairly nice chain, too. Let's see. Do we have a mark on the chain? I can't see one, so let's hit it with the magnet, shall we? No. Might be a gold chain. It's hard to say. Let me look at it with the loop real quick just to make sure. There's no markings on the chain, but it's definitely got a very nice catch here. I wouldn't be surprised if this chain is gold. I'll just put it that way. We can ask my buddy if want to get a test on that at some point, just to check the chain. What other cool things lurk? 12 karat gold filled necklace. I can believe that. Maybe I shouldn't believe that, huh? So being magnetic indicates that it's like steel that is plated, and then we're looking at a very plated sort of look on this piece too. But maybe we should verify there's nothing lurking underneath. Nope. So this is just a little bit of a piece of costume in a box that lies, which happens quite a lot, really. Come on, you. There we go. I'll just set that. I'll set that over in here, since that's costume. Oh, you're a little smashed. Well, that's a whole bunch of gold. Look at that. Gold chain. Definitely, you can see here. We can verify, but that's just going to be a 14 karat gold chain. I think it tells us right there. Let me look with my loop. 14. Yeah, there's another 14 karat gold chain. Definitely another gold chain. Yep, more gold. Let's have a quick glancey. Oh, and an opal. Look at that. That's nice. Oh my, that is a nice little opal. Definitely more gold. Definitely nice opal. Wow. Okay. I think we're looking at a gold anklet or bracelet here. 14. Yep. And then we have, looks like some Black Hills gold. Right there, so that's going to be 10 or 12K. I think most of these, oh, it's a pin. Most of these are 10K that I've seen. I've been told that some of them are 12K, which makes sense. Just a little, another nice gold chain you can see here. Heck, I can't even read that one. Looks like 14. Yeah. Definitely hit the gold jackpot box. Let's see if there's anything else interesting. Looks like just one more chain. Okay. Well, somebody's dad definitely knew some gold. All right, this envelope here says 1987 10 karat gold ring, dimes, 1928, 41, 16, 27, penny Canadian coin, 1896. So again, I think we're not going to open any of the stuff up that's actually like sealed. Since these aren't our things. Yeah. All right. Continuing to dig through not our things. I guess we'll finish out this particular segment of the video maybe with whatever boxes are in here. World War II stamps. Yeah, there's some 3-cent stamps. Those kind of got a little smirched. Anything else in this envelope? Nope. Let's go ahead and see if we can't unsmirchify those a little bit. Okay, what's in this box? Quite the piece of costume, look at that. Wow. Dusty, but for all you costume folks, that's probably kind of neat. It looks like it's a little more aged than a lot of other pieces that I find. I don't know why. Maybe it was dug up. Maybe I don't know. In any case, we'll set that one aside and we'll do some more digging. All right. Well, I found something interesting. Dental Silver Savers from 1990. So I'm guessing this is the teeth from earlier. Why don't we make sure we put those together? If you didn't see the first video, you should go back and see. We have gold teeth. We'll leave it at that. I think we're going to stuff these inside here for right now. Okay. I hear my little children coming, which means our time may be somewhat limited in terms of what we can dig through here. Hi.
That's here too. Pew, pew, pew.
This watch is 14 karat gold. Hey, buddy. What do you got going on? This is sealed. And it says there's a watch in here. So what I'll do at this point is I'm gonna, oh, watch out, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I just got invaded. And what we'll do is I'll talk to my buddy and we'll see if he wants to open this up. And we'll see what's, oh, you're gonna get poked, buddy. Well, there's a watch inside here. And we'll see if he wants to open this up. And then we'll
I do.
Well, I know you do, my little 3-year-old friend, but this isn't yours to open up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish up this video, and we're gonna say, what do we say at the end of our videos?
Joy Starlight.
What do we say?
Joy Starlight.
I don't know what that means. What do we say?
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. And we say, we hope you can go out and find some treasure.
Okay, like this, I've been Thomas.